Okay, in three, two, one. Hey, everybody! Lord Tremendous here, and this is another edition of Square Table, and we have a huge cast of people today because this is actually kind of a bigger Square Table. We got I'm going to call him the CEO of TMS. I don't know if he is a CEO, but congratulations if you're not. You just got a promotion. And he's joined by a whole bunch of members of the content team and a member of the hat team. I think the leader of the hat team.
And indeed.
See, there he is right there. The filter. He's got an expiration. He's no longer eternal. We discovered that off the air. Anyway, this show is really going to be about grilling TMS, just finding out all the details about him, his company, his releases, his Kickstarters, and probably getting off topic about 84 times along the way and having a ton of fun. So, to kick that off, because this is going to be a long show, we're all tired, it's late, and I cannot wait to see what happens. I'm going to start having everybody introduce themselves. And you know what, Filter, since you already talked, I want you to introduce yourself first and who you are.
Yeah, that's fine. So my name's Jack. I'm a tunnel flitter on the forums. Basically, I'm the head of the hat team or hobby animation team. So I'm supposed to sort of get the community to sort of participate more in the hobby and sort of do things like going through the homebrew stuff and giving a helping hand there, sort of if people want an opinion on what works, what doesn't work, basically just trying to get people to do cool stuff. So things like the Shifting Tides Universal Battle Tournament, we now kind of run that, and a few other things like that really. So it's sort of not really any major plan, but it's all sort of just getting people more involved in the hobby and keeping the community together. So that's always a bit of a laugh. I also am secretary of a club in the UK. One of the biggest weekly meeting clubs in the UK, probably. And I run a few events in the UK as well. So that's always a bit of a laugh.
Underachiever.
Seeing as I'll go second, seeing as I'm technically one of his many underlings. Hello, my name's Nick. I'm part of the HAT. We wear very fancy hats all the time, everywhere. And my personal duties typically involve reviewing homebrew. I go by Gnomes 2169 on the site itself, whatever you want to say. And I'm also part of another secret team that has not been revealed yet, so stay tuned, everyone. It's coming.
Is it the Chihammer team?
No.
No, he's not Mexican. He can't help you.
No one can help that.
You're not part of the Age of Sigmar team, are you? Because we know round bases are for. So just saying.
Well, I mean,
did you get in trouble for saying that?
It's not a 9th age miniature. This is for my D&D group, so I'm sorry. I'm a heretic.
I D&D. It's cool. It's cool. Just do square bases.
I would, but this space was so fancy and nice, and it came with it, so I'm just going to use it.
All right.
Yeah. Other than the site, I pretty much just do my job, work full-time at a casino, blackjack dealer. That's about it. That's my entire life.
I like blackjack.
Yeah.
Well, you're one of the few people. You're the exception. Congratulations.
I like blackjack when we don't have idiots sitting at the table.
Yeah.
What city?
That's why everyone leaves when I sit down. Okay, it makes sense now.
All right.
All right, WAAARGHammer, who are you, and why should we care?
My name is Ben. I run the currently not run WAAARGHammer channel, primarily because I'm building a new army. I've shelved the Orcs and Goblins for a little while until I get the Dread Elves that I'm doing now fully up to date and painted. And then I'll be switching back and forth between Orcs and Goblins and Dread Elves. Whenever I want to win, I'll play Dread Elves. Whenever I want to make a weird army, I'll do Orcs and Goblins.
Hey though, Dread Elves could totally make completely non-competitive armies that are really weird. Don't you say that.
I've seen Yema entire Dancer stars, which...
Yeah, I don't know how those win. I honestly don't. Like, any war machine whatsoever should shut that down.
Yeah. That's why I stick with either The Tower Guard or Executioners in with the altar,
Good choice.
supported by a bunch of monsters. And if I'm going with the altar with the Tower Guard, I'll use the Flaming Standard so they can reroll all their wounds and get Lethal Strike with the Alchemy Oracle.
I don't like relying too much on magic, so I actually run pretty much magicless list myself. That's entirely beside the point. Continue introductions.
Oh,
I will
We're
be
off topic.
just on topic today.
it's only been 5 minutes. We've been off topic already once.
That's actually pretty good for us. That might be a record.
Hey,
You really weren't off topic. You were describing yourself and what you've been doing with your channel and why you haven't been performing on your channel.
I will be soon, though.
I understand that. I'm here for it.
I know, but it's elves.
They're the Diet Coke of evil, all right? They're the three elves.
On UB.
They're not the tree huggers, and they're not the goody two-shoes.
these are the ones that are very emo and spiky.
Mine are going to
All
be
the elves with
Hydra-inspired.
daddy issues. Out.
This is. I'm making every single general of mine. Every single general is going to be Red Skull from Hydra.
That's actually pretty cool.
Okay, that's cool.
I thought you were going to say he was going to make every one of his characters have like that haircut that covers the one eye.
And it's going to be blonde down the center and black on the sides.
That should be a -1 to ballistic skill. Your depth perception is just screwed with that. I can't see because I'm so deep.
And then
I mean, essentially, at that point, it's just an anime antagonist. At that point, really. I mean,
these guys are going to be my Hydras and Krakens.
Ooh.
That's actually pretty cool too.
Yeah.
You got some
It
badass.
looks better in person. Those are like
They really rubber, like you can't break it. Look at this. I'm
Yeah.
just bending it all over the place.
The Reaper Bones
Yeah, I mean-
miniatures. Yeah.
yeah.
On topic.
yeah. I was over at his house. He was showing them to me. I'm like, wow, these are so cool.
But what happens when you paint them?
What happens when what?
When you paint them?
I just spray paint it and hopefully it stays on.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna find out now, aren't we?
He doesn't bend them as much. All right, Green Dragon. Who are you, and why should we care?
You shouldn't.
Okay. Short intro.
Yes, yes. Oh, I'm all done now. No. Hi, everyone. My name is Mark. I'm Sir MC 2015 up on the 9th Age boards. I'm a member of the content team. I have been for quite a while now. And the way I do the content team, it's actually not just me, it's my group. So sometimes you'll see Dan put up a battle report. You'll see Pretty Boy, whose name is Ryan, put up a battle report. So it really is a cohesive effort. And even if any of my team members wanted to put up a battle report, it's that's what it's there for. The thing is I'm making sure it's only 9th Age driven. And also, since I think last time I've been invited, because I was not invited to the last square table.
You went to the wrong tournament. I mean, I'm sorry. We're kind of elite here. I don't know.
Apparently so.
Have you seen my medal?
I thought I got melted down and sold.
He has an ego now.
I had to break pieces off to give to people, but yeah.
But since then, I've become the head of playtesting. And we're working on a bunch of cool stuff, which unfortunately I'm still in secrecy to talk about. But there's a lot of cool new stuff coming down the pike that I think the rules team and the balancing teams are all working on, and ultimately will make for a better game. That's about all I can say without having someone show up to my front door with a gun or dagger or something like that.
I'd say dagger.
I'll bring
The address again?
then I'll turn around. I'll bring the gun.
The Targaryens send their regard.
And the one thing I will say is I am always looking for new play testers. But again, these are people who need to turn around, be trustworthy, be open and available, and actually have commitment, because it's something that we are time crunch with everything else. And that's it. That's what I've been up to. Otherwise, kids work and everything else.
Outstanding.
Yeah,
And just real quick to really drive that point home, did everybody hear that? The 9th Age has top secret agents doing play testing. We're play testing the rules. Is everybody getting that? The rules are being play tested before they released. This is new. Everyone that's watching that's not one of us, sit down and really contemplate what Green Dragon just said. Okay.
You know what? And I'll even elaborate one more thing. I can't say the unit that was play tested or anything else, but there was direct feedback given from the play testers that had feedback into that unit. So it's not just things are being play tested. It's being looked at and analyzed for what we're doing. And if anything else, the people, the powers that be with the Ninth Age, I think are doing a fantastic job.
Outstanding. I'm just thrilled to hear that.
Okay, blink twice, you've got a gun to your head, okay? It's fine.
No. Jack, are you here in the States? Because let's just say they wouldn't break into my basement and do anything like that. Not at least in this state.
Yeah, they're waiting outside in the car.
Yeah, don't worry about it. That white van, it's not suspicious at all. Sells ice cream.
It sells ice cream at midnight.
Yes. It sells ice cream and pain. Which do you want?
Tea and cake or death.
I'll take that. All right. So James, is this okay?
I can't tell.
Just click on what Tremendous is holding up right now. Just Green Dragon about to die.
What did it say? Green Dragon what?
Is about to die.
This is the sacrifice we make for the square table, damn it. All right, we're off topic again. I couldn't help myself. I'm a terrible host. James, who are you and why should we care?
Hello, everybody! If you're watching this, it's Tuesday. I don't even remember how he says it. He says something like that. Anyways, what's going on, YouTube? It's James with Chihammer Fantasy. Oh, sorry. Had to get you guys there. Anyways, I'm an Orc and Goblin player. I have no idea why I'm here today.
Because we love you.
Because you like chicken heads.
Yes, I was getting shit for putting chicken heads on all my models, basically. Well, only 2 models, now 3. But it's going to be the idol of chicken.
Dude, if you turn around and you make 2 models that are fighting over a wishbone.
Unit filler.
No. No, not only that,
I'm not starting over, he says.
not only that, but my unit filler here, they have a wanted sign for the chicken head.
Oh,
Oh my god.
that's half his strategy right there, is distract his opponent with just ludicrousy. Just like, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just enjoying looking at the army. Oh, I've lost. Oh, damn.
Why is chicken? Wait, is the demigriff wanted, or is the character holding the demigriff's head wanted?
One of life's many mysteries.
Cool, no. Anybody else introduce themselves?
I think we got everybody. So now that the riffraff, all of us riffraff are done, all of us support characters have been filled in. The man of the hour, the company of the hour, TMS is doing a whole bunch of Kickstarters. They got a new one coming out. They've done a couple in the past, I believe, for Kingdom of Aquitaine and Undying Dynasties, and they've got a new one coming up very, very soon. We've got the CEO, and again, I'm not 100% if he's the CEO,
Yeah.
but if not, oh, okay, good, he is, excellent. So we're talking to the man, all right? We got the man on here, and he's on here. He's going to talk about everything about his company, what's coming out, why they keep coming out with stuff, and basically, he's going to explain why he's spoiling the community so much, and assuage any fears you might have. So please, Arthur, CEO of TMS, let us know who you are, why we should care, and tell us about your company and what you're doing.
All right, so my name is Arthur. I am the acting CEO, but only recently, of TMS. Actually, it's called Gaming Solutions.
Okay.
But TMS is kind of the brand we do miniatures under. What else should I say? I'm not gonna spoil it at all right now. We are about to release a Kickstarter on the Vampires, the Vampire Covenant. That's the newest one. Out of the old stuff, we have delayed the Vampire Covenant by over a month, so we can actually send out the previous Undying Dynasties. We're finishing up the Kingdom of Aquitaine, and actually we have about a third, maybe 25% of the Vampire Covenant models already kind of in progress and done.
That's really good to hear. So, as someone who's heard some grumblings, and I know some
a lot.
There have been, and at the same time, one of my really good friends who actually turned around and works with Robotech and actually helped produce all the rules and everything there. So I've learned some of the production issues and things like that. What could be some of the things that would be holding up some of the productions and things getting shipped, so people know about that, so they can help understand and realize some of the intricacies that they may not be aware of?
Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. For us, for TMS, it was the end of last year went totally bonkers. After the UD Indiegogo campaign, the majority shareholder decided that it's not going to work for him, and he's going to close the company or have to buy him out. So that was one of the things that went wrong. So suddenly I lost the management and kind of like the office work that his wife did. And shortly after, due to personal issues, our forum master, the guy that makes the forums so we can cast, went, well, I say he went missing in action. For about a month later, we got like a text from him that he's alive.
In a ditch.
And nothing else.
Send help. I spilled some beans with a 9th Age. Green Dragon sent the Secret Service after me.
Yeah, something like that. And like a forum master is really important for a company because there's not a lot of them. This one worked at 3 different companies, and he just disappeared.
Just gone.
So that was end of December. And then beginning of January, our caster had eye surgery and he was out.
Okay.
So it was left me and the sculptor.
so oh dear God. So,
What I've seen
that makes a lot of sense for me who knows a lot. So again, for those of you who are just watching going, all right, I don't know what any of that means. So the die caster, that's what all these molds are come from.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
So the
He
sculptor
turns the sculpts into molds so we can actually cast models. Without him, there's no model making. And without the caster, there's no models to be made. So our entire process went out the window. So, yeah.
Okay. And and sorry, I feel like I'm taking the lead on this. I really don't mean to.
Go ahead. I rather answer questions than make up stories.
Well, no, and again, I've got a soft spot because again, my friend, I don't mind saying his first name. My friend Tom has told me like some of the production issues and stuff like that. Getting the die cast, where the production was made, and things like that. So it's like I've learned a little bit, not a whole heck of a lot. So with that said, what have you done to correct these issues? And what is now allowing you to start rolling out Undying Dynasties, which obviously I believe is behind schedule, as is King of Aquitaine.
Yeah, 4 months, and because of the Undying Dynasties, we have about a month right now behind schedule on the King of Aquitaine.
But what have you done to help correct it, to help get caught up?
Actually, I've become the forum master for our company. So that's out the window. And in the past 3 months, we have a new caster in training. He's actually pretty good right now.
Okay.
And we're just dishing out stuff. I'm working, actually, I don't know, 12, 16 hours a day just to make up the lost time. Now, to make up further time, we got an investor in.
Nice.
Actually, right now. and because of that, we're expanding we're adding additional lines. So we're going to have 2 possibly casters come in again, the new ones. And I have to get someone to do the office work and shipping, because I've been doing it also, and it was just a disaster.
Well, you know what? I'd rather say you're busy and behind than slow and dead with business. Okay, it's always a good thing to be. So is the quality, since you have the same, it sounds like the same sculptor but different casters, is the quality going to be the same?
Actually, yes, it's going to be the same, but we had some slip-ups with the Reaper models. We actually had a few bad reviews because we sent out bad models. For some reason, they were sent out, nobody noticed. And we went over all of the models again, and we recast a lot of the Reaper models because they're just bad. So if anybody has bad Reaper models, just send them back. We'll give you new ones, no problem. Or some people just say they're fine with the models, then we give them a huge discount on their next purchase. Okay.
No, I mean, personally, I can know. I'm someone who can turn around and do fill in with green stuff. God knows what James would do. He'd probably make it into a chicken head and post on one of his Orcs and Goblins.
Yeah, and then we have to make a new model based on that.
Honestly, that should be your next sculpt, is a chicken head just for him.
Vampire Coven army made of chicken skeletons.
No. Made of avians of all kind. Ostriches, eagles, chickens.
I was thinking like
the that's not a bird, but I don't care.
I would buy a whole chicken army. I'm just saying.
I would help him.
That's like a halfling army there, my friend.
You must have seen, James. You must have seen that Halfling Rooster Knight Riders Kickstarter. Did you see that or not?
No. Yes. No. Can't say that I have.
It was absolutely phenomenal. They got funded easily.
Salamanca, Spain, if he's buying more armies.
I saw Atlantis miniature though, the goblin riding a chicken. I wanted that.
Chicken. Well, going back to TMS. All right, so you've got new sculptors in there. You're going to be, it sounds like, hiring someone to do all the shipping for you. I mean, all I can say is Brown gets it done, so always look at FedEx. Or, no, UPS. That's UPS. And what else? What else has been some of the holdups and things? And what else do you have coming down the pike?
Another holdup was I got carried away, and we decided to go with try out 3D stuff, and that was just a total disaster.
Why do you say that?
We decided to go with doing the horses in 3D, then print them out and sculpt the rest if we need to. And that process, the problem is that the quality of the print, like everybody says it's amazing, but compared to a very good sculptor that we have on site, it's just lacking. The micro details are just missing, because you're missing the fine details that the tools that he uses that makes the little engravings, the different angles of the surfaces. That's all gone when you go 3D, because it's all super smooth and nice, and it just looks fake for me. Okay. And with casting in resin, is a lot of difference between plastic and metal, because it doesn't shrink. Well, it does, but it's practically you don't notice it. So even in very fine print, if you put it under a magnifying glass, you can actually see the layers when we cast, because we do also for casting for other companies.
Okay, cool.
Actually, it's kind of recent. We do collection models, a Kickstarter should appear about soon. It's a wargamer, the Polish wargamer. I don't know if you guys seen them.
And it's not going to slow down production for the other things you're trying to get out to your customers.
No, that's why we're increasing the productions. And actually, we're using the money that we're going to make from that to increase our production even further.
Okay.
Well then.
Did I miss any questions?
Yes. Further with the 3D printing, so we were behind on the horses. And in the end, we actually printed out in poor quality, and our sculptor just redid the horses again.
Nice.
And then I had another brilliant idea. We sculpted.
I said sarcasm.
We sculpted a hero, a chaotic fact hero. So we made the guy huge, and the idea was we'll scan it in 3D, print it out, and it'll be awesome. Well, that didn't go as planned. We wasted about 3 months.
Okay.
And again, our sculptor just sat down and modeled three guys from scratch. So with the Kingdom of Equitame, I'm through with these fantastic ideas, and that's why we're making up lost time. Yeah, so I think that's all my sins.
Well, at least you're getting the bugs out of the
We'll
system,
find one or
right?
two
The
more.
bugs are all out of the system. That's important.
This turned out to be a confession, huh?
Yeah.
You know, I keep it.
He seems happier, doesn't he? Like he kind of had this cloud around him. Now that he's got all this out, he's like, you know what? I'm doing all right now.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a
Midnight Confession
old
with
joke
Jane.
is if you owe somebody money and you're worried about it, you should go and tell him and let him worry.
I've owed people money my whole life. I just don't care anymore. I don't tell them where I live.
And you can't pay them back. I forgot the important thing.
Yeah.
While we're getting shit off our chest, there's a dead body in my closet.
Well, wonderful.
Don't check your brother's car. I might have killed somebody while we were out there for Adepticon.
No
Well,
problem.
Warhammer still has all that plastic up in his
Don't
basement. Who
James
knows
is
what's back there?
Take him now.
SEAL Team 4, this is your opportunity. Green light, go.
Well, now that all the boring legal jargon's out of the way, and all the confessions are done, Arthur, new question. As a Vampire Counts player, I am very, very interested in what your new Kickstarter will have in it. So, time to go into the Southern Preacher, everything. Now, my brother, tell us the good news. What do you have planned? Do you have anything set in stone?
Actually,
No pun intended.
That was excellent, by the way.
We're going to do the entire range
It's gonna get worse.
as before. We're gonna do. We did the same thing with the Kingdom of Equitame Castellan that we gave out a free miniature for the price of shipping and handling. We're going to do the same with this model. It's a vampire. I don't know if you can see him. It's a Nosferatu.
Hold on.
That's awesome. Can you lock on him somehow?
Let's see here.
Yeah, you just gotta click on his.
You click on his face down below, James.
I got it. Okay, it's
Yeah,
locked
I know,
on
but
him.
I'm saying for everybody else.
I did. I locked on him. I can do it. Yeah.
So he's like that. And he has a handkerchief after he's done eating at the back.
Nice.
Yep.
An owl or raven eye shoulder? Ooh,
That's
a vulture.
Vulture.
There we go.
Cool.
That's
Actually,
pretty
he's
cool.
bit more of a-
painted. So once the guy's painted, I'll show better pics. And this is a first cast, so he's kind of
A little
glossy.
Yeah,
Okay.
still.
I like it. There's a chicken on it.
Dave, not every bird is a chicken. Come on.
Close.
To James, it is, and he'll eat it.
But you can't eat every bird.
Another vampire we have. This one is done in 3D. It's but by the Night Age very own
Jack
Member?
Striker?
Yep.
Ah, yes, this miniature. It's wonderful. I've wanted to order one of those for so long.
We had to redo the arm. Now she has a dagger because the pointed finger, it was too fine, and it would break when coming out of the form.
All right.
Okay.
So we
Question.
fixed that up.
For those,
Except this girl is huge. She's like
It's a
if you
huge
watch
bitch.
Game of Thrones, you'll know what.
the mountain.
Yeah, she is.
He is the mountain. So,
Yeah.
She is the mouth.
about the female vampire in particular.
So
I've
she's
been looking
3D
at that for
starts.
such a long time now. I'm wondering if it's at all possible to get just her mounted form without a mount below it, so I can put it on my zombie dragon, on my mounted revenant, whatever I damn well please, because I'm going to magnetize it.
Except you got the first part of the question.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if we can get a cast of her without a mount, so a mounted version of her without a mount at some point. So
Mount version of.
yeah,
Actually,
like legs spread as if she was sitting on something in a saddle, but
Not actually sitting on something.
yeah, not actually sitting on something. Something I could add to other models,
Oh yeah.
like magnetize it and put it on something else.
we would have to make legs for her because she comes at the waist apart. So we'd have to change the legs and probably the pose. But it's doable.
All right, yeah, just something I've been wondering, because that's one of the best looking female vampire models I've seen since
Yeah,
ever.
really nice.
So I
And
have
Jack actually,
my zombie dragon for her.
he did a few other units. We have the skeletons already ready, the Vampire Knights. If you follow the forums, you should have seen them. I think the Graveguard are ready, giant bats. So we're going to print it all out and turn it into models.
Turn into cats.
Turn it into cats. Yes.
Fast.
Yes.
Yeah, it's still. I still haven't woken up. I don't usually drink coffee, just water, due to my size, because I like coffee with sugar, lots of sugar.
It would take at least 1 cup of coffee to do anything, right? But yeah, yep. So, no other news from the Kickstarter. No other things planned just yet.
Everything's planned.
So, do you have any
Except,
rewards?
No.
show anything? We have a Varkalak model, not model, but the art is going around. All of the arts except for the Black Knights are already finished.
All right.
And if anybody likes the zombie dragon, you're gonna love this one.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I have too many of those as it is.
Do you know
Yeah,
what
we
the,
actually
too many
spent
of
a
them.
week.
do you know what the price point of the Varkalek is going to be?
Actually, no, I don't.
Why
But it'll be more or less like the other units of that size. Because right now the prices are kind of, you have to make them up as we go. Because the size of the model isn't really known. The amount of parts isn't really known. So it's just, pricing wishful thinking, really.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
So-
but we'll try not to make it too high.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I mean, no, it's out of interest if you had an idea.
As it's going to be a Kickstarter, so it's going to be in dollars. And for the Kickstarter, we'll just take the euro prices and we'll make them in dollars. Once they hit the store, they'll be back in euro for the same amount. Say it's 35, then it'll be 35 US dollars. If it hits the web store, it'll be 35 euro.
Okay.
All right. Fair
So,
enough.
just out of curiosity, why did your company decide to go with vampires as their next army?
Because of the poll we did initially last year, and the number one army, people voted, and the number one army that should have been done, you guys wanted the Undying Dynasties. Number 2 was Kingdom of Aquitaine, and number 3 was Vampires, if I remember correctly. So we decided to go with these 3.
I think Undying Dynasties was the right choice as the first one because that kind of style of undead models is not. You can't get that everywhere, right? I mean, it's a bit more rare to find. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I know Nick Reap, and he's really looking forward to those models. And from what I've seen online, those things look beautiful. So again, the quicker
I
you
actually
get them
have an
out,
entire army flying around, multiple armies. The thing is, if we had more help, we could have sent out things faster. But right now, I'm at this kind of point. Do I use my time to make additional molds and get stuff out, or do I take up time to make packages and send it out to people?
and that's kind of a manpower issue. And
yes.
everything else. So I guess kind of one of the questions that I've heard asked is, why are you doing so many different Kickstarters when you haven't finished a project yet?
Oh, that's very simple. We haven't really announced or shown the vampires, but our art team is already starting to work on the next project because they're free. Same thing with the sculptor. Actually, everything goes around the sculptor. It's to use his time efficiently because he needs stuff to work on. So about a month before he finishes the last project, we have to kind of do a Kickstarter or show the new project so he can start working on it. And the other thing is, I'm kind of not really right in the head because a normal company would worry about selling models. And we decided that we should do something different and we should use all the resources to punch out as many models for the 9th Age as is humanly possible. And that's why what we raised on the Kickstarter is something like 22,000 euros, and we did 2 armies out of that. I mean, that's just impossible for a regular company. A lot of the money came from me selling my apartment just to push these things forward.
Well, and again, that definitely, to me, as the consumer, shows your level of commitment to the product that you're putting out. And believe it or not, to me, it also shows the level of care, the fact that you want to see it succeed. And as a player, as a consumer, as someone who works with the community, that's someone who I'm willing to go turn around and buy some. Because you're showing to me almost like your humanity. That's what you're willing to do for the community. In this case, the 9th Age community. Okay, and that commitment to our community for the models. Because I personally have been so fed up with a company that shall not be named. And it's not the fact that they don't produce a good-looking product. It's because their business business organization, as far as I'm concerned, is unholy evil bastards that need to be burned. So,
well, actually, I'm very grateful for them. They didn't get into
I thought you were getting hard today. I'm grateful.
The hobby, but they got me into making miniatures because I love the community. Actually, I said, well, Warhammer as a game had kind of crappy rules and they really sucked compared to other products. And people would always ask me, why do you play? And it's like, well, for the community. Because it's amazing. I mean, the podcasts, all of the tournament, the scenes, the ETC. I've actually been at the ETC twice. Once as a player and once as a sponsor only. And it's amazing. So when the 9th Age project was turning up, I was all the way in. And for half a year, I waited. No one really stood up and decided to go full-on models. You know.
No, and
so I had to.
No, and hopefully once your lines are fully up and out, you start really seeing that return. And I, for one, will say thank you for being part of the community. So what And I hate to say it, I'm the one doing the talking. Everyone else, please chime in. Come on, fellas.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys. I had one question.
I don't know why I'm here.
Now you know. You have to ask questions.
Chihammer might be drunk. We're not sure.
Yo, give me some chicken.
One question.
Modeling
Yeah, a little bit different. I don't know. I think it's worth. So the first Kickstarter you did, or the first Indiegogo, was the Undying Dynasties campaign, or that was the first models that you got funding for. How close are you to fulfilling all of those pledges, or are you finished with that already?
Actually, today I'm finishing the last forms, so we have to cast, I think, 20 chariots and about 30 cataphracts, and then just some parts for warriors and horsemen, like the spears. I have to finish up the forms today, and that's it. So within 1 or 2 weeks, we should have it all out. Like sent, packed, and...
Yeah, so that will be an entire Indiegogo that is completely finished, completely pledges all fulfilled, completely finished. I think that's really important because there's so many, not just in like miniature wargaming and miniatures productions, but an awful lot of things like video games get put on Kickstarter and Indiegogo, and a lot of them are never finished, or they get abandoned halfway through. And in a community like this one, where everyone knows each other pretty much, and it's very small, small companies like yours. I mean, yours is still a small company.
Very small.
Yeah. You know, you guys live and die on reputation. Like I was just going to mention, actually, in the last year, I've put together a Silver Elf army with 100% non-Games Workshop, non-Citadel models. Not because I hate the models, because the models are great. But what's been really fun is going to like 5, 6 different small companies and buying their products. Usually it's similar prices, sometimes a bit cheaper than Games Workshop, sometimes more expensive. But all of them are like real people. So you email the person, you get a reply within a day, and like they're going, "Oh, what are you going to use it for? Blah blah blah. Do you need help with it? Did it arrive on time?" You know, the people actually give a shit. People actually care, and I think that's really important. And I think you've definitely shown that. And I think that you're actually finishing the campaign and getting all the pledges out. I think it's a big incentive for people to actually look at your campaigns and go, "Actually, this is going to make a difference. It's actually going to be useful and worthwhile backing in the future." You know, it's reputation, isn't it? And
it is. A lot of it is. And, I wake up every morning and just look outside the window as there's like a crowd with pitchforks and stuff waiting for me. And I'm just happy there isn't one yet.
That's in the van down the street. That's outside my house right now that Lord T sent over here.
Yep, Green Dragon. They just stand outside his house and wait for him to trip up. Break your oath.
CIA, of course. Along with the CIA.
Should I step out with the shotgun, this 30-06? What should I be walking outside with? Come on.
It won't save you. It'll just make you die cooler.
Oh, right. Somebody's breaking into my house. I can get my guns.
Finally.
I've been waiting for this moment. Oh.
It's hard to get a gun, but I have a sword, so.
Yeah.
Hey, you
Most
know
of us
what?
are Americans. It's really easy to get guns when you're in America.
Yeah, I know.
Depends what
Chicago.
Yeah, especially in Chicago. Yeah. James has 3 guns in his house right now he doesn't even know about.
I got a sword right there, man. I don't got a gun.
Yeah, but can you 2 things? Can you walk around on the street with that? And
With the
can
sword?
you use it? Yeah.
With the sword? I could.
The cops would walk up and be like, never mind.
Everything okay, sir? You good? We don't want any trouble. We don't want any trouble.
A cop pulls me over because I wanted to go up a one-way street, and he told me that if I decide to do that, it's going to cost me. And then he made like these huge eyes and just backed off. And I was like, what's going on? But, I'm happy, and I look over and I forget there's my sword on the passenger seat. It's like, oh, okay.
Just don't cause any trouble there, friend. Yeah. Gonna go.
Yeah, but it's actually legal to carry swords around in Poland, as long as they're not sharp.
It's legal. Okay.
It's legal.
Legal
I
in
don't know if
Minnesota,
it's
too.
legal or illegal. Like
It is legal. You can do it whenever
well,
you
I
want.
meant here in the States. It's like I don't know if it's legal or illegal.
Oh,
It's
in the
I
States?
believe the legal law here in the in most states is you cannot have a concealed weapon without a permit.
In most places.
Oh, so you just wear it in
Yeah,
place.
you wear it on your hip. It's but
Open carry in a lot of places
they'll
is
find a
legal.
reason to arrest you.
In Minnesota, in particular, swords you can wear them as long as you have a zip tie holding them in there on your belt. So I don't know.
Oh, that's cheap.
Actually, in Chicago, you can't have a blade bigger than your hand.
Yeah.
Well, how big's your hand?
Some hands are bigger than others.
Get your
Telling stories about me, huh?
get a doctor to make your hand like 3 feet long.
Go on.
There's
I have
making
elephantitis.
The sultry side of Square Table. All right.
Oh god.
Elephantitis in your hand. That's all you need.
Blondebeard in the States could probably carry around a sword then. He'd be fine.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I actually have another funny story with the Polish Secret Service.
Dear God.
Oh, wonderful.
This one is good. This one is
No,
good.
no, no. I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
So we're at the event because Poland had the second country after the States to have a constitution with a monarchy still. So it's a big event here and it's celebrated. And so we had government officials and our knighthood or brotherhood. We were there for reenactment purposes and stuff. And like the Secret Service is, well, you got like bows and swords and like it's dangerous. You should put it away. I'm like, guys, seriously, if you wanted to do something, we have a cannon over there. And it's like, and it's the same size as Napoleon's cannons. And they just look and it's like, all right. It's just,
I got nothing to respond on that one. Yeah, just don't just leave it cheap. Just walk away. All right.
leave the swords.
Seriously, we have a cannon. Have you never played the game? Gosh.
Yeah, it's so fun. I have a cannon here, you know?
You guys all know the Perry brothers, right? The guys who used to sculpt for GW?
Yeah.
You know one of those guys got their arm blown off trying to fire a black powder cannon?
Seriously.
Yeah, that you know, so they used
I
to
did
sculpt
not.
with his right hand or whatever, and they were doing reenactment, and he was trying to recharge the cannon, and they you scrub it down to like get rid of the sparks before you put the powder.
Yeah, I used to do that.
Yeah, they scrubbed it down, but not well enough, and he put the powder charge in, it exploded, and he projected him like 20 feet backwards, and they cut his arm off.
His arm went
And then
30
he had
feet
to
backwards.
sculpt. So any sculpts after that made by him are sculpted by his offhand, because he learned to sculpt with the other hand. Just pretty impressive.
Wow.
Yeah, and he did the Green Knight.
Which
So that's what makes that model even cooler, you know.
always was.
Yeah, it's amazing.
He got shot out of a cannon 20 feet, lost his arm, survived, and then taught himself how to sculpt with his offhand.
And sculpted the Green Knight.
That is the most. That's a badass story right
It
there.
is. And I've been around
All right.
at one of the reenactments. We had
That's
several
really
cannons, and one of them was a misfire.
Mhm.
And so I got the order to unload our cannon. And as soon as I started, the other cannon misfired like this far away from my ears. If you've seen Saving Private Ryan, and in the beginning a shell explodes and like there's no sound and he's all disoriented. I mean, that's how it is. And I could not imagine being in front of that thing.
Yeah, and yeah.
Yeah, it's oh shit.
Well, again, I think we all have stories we can share. But you know, growing up, my buddy was reenacting, and yeah, that stuff is that. One thing you have to, everyone needs to remember, that stuff is real. The only thing not going in there is the bullet, all right, or the shell or the projectile. That's the only thing not going in those weapons. So if you ever go to those reenactments, it's real. Even the sabers is a real. It's a real saber. It's just not sharpened.
You can still blow a finger off. You still blow a figure off if you load your gun wrong.
You can blow your arm off.
Oh yeah.
Destroy
You
half
blow
your
the cannon
face.
wrong, yes.
Now, even if you turn around, you load up a black powder pistol. It can do a chain fire and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had a misfire on my Xbox. I played a lot of games. My thumb felt sore, like right in here in the meaty part. But I just I took a break and I started trying to hold it more with the left hand, and it got better. You guys are fucking crazy.
Oh, and one other thing.
I'm gonna use 1700s technology to have a good time. You're gonna get hurt.
One other thing that went wrong with the company, I remembered at the beginning, as soon as we finished the campaign, our sculptor is at reenactment. He does the Roman era, and he got his finger broken in his sculpting hand.
Just immediately.
Reloading his shield.
Yeah, he got a stray sword and just hit his finger and broke it.
Oh,
You guys take LARPing really seriously out there.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You silly Americans are using foam swords. Real ones.
Form sword.
You are.
I know some guys in France. I used to live in France for about 8 years, and I knew some guys back there who do HEMA, which is historical European martial arts, which is like historical fencing, so like actual medieval or Renaissance kind of style fencing with actual steel swords. So obviously blunted, but and they wear like heavy duty fencing gear and fencing masks and everything. But like if you get hit on the hand, you get hit on the hand. I mean, it's still an actual sword. Like it might break your hand or it might break your finger, but like those guys come back with bruises and like nails broken.
Yeah, you wear armor not to get killed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty hardcore. And like when they do like the idea of it is obviously to sort of be more historical and work out how it actually was done, right? But when they do tournaments and stuff, they do it to like first touch. Like if you get a big cut on the hand, that's probably going to be a big deal, right? If it was a sharp sword, you're probably in trouble, right? So just because in fencing, if you get hit on the hand, it isn't a big deal. If with an actual sword, that would be a problem. So
Bye bye hand.
So getting back on task here.
Oh,
Oh no, the top.
Buzz Killington.
Oh my God.
Thanks, Mom.
Hey, my daughter's only 2 days old, so that's all I'm going to say. Just 2 days old.
You're already getting your nagging down. I'm proud of you.
The other one's 11. All right, I got the 11-year-old too. But,
An 11-year-old. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
But so right now you've done Undying Dynasties, you've done Equitane, you're coming out with VC, and what after VC? For those of us who don't like dead things, that don't, we actually want to see meat on our bones. That what else would be coming out, or what would be potential in the future?
Objection, he's leading the witness.
we were going to do Lizardmen or Saurian
Saurian
Ancients.
Ancients. Yes, because Lizardmen are from that company that shall not be named.
Lizardmen are dead.
Actually,
They don't
for me,
exist
it was
anymore.
always lizard and man, as in the creature. In other games, they're called lizardmen, so I don't have no.
We don't care about other games. In the perfect game, it's Saurian Ancients.
It's Saurian Ancients.
Yeah. If you can come out with lizards wearing armor and crap like that, please let me know, because I'm trying to make Lizards of the Dark Gods army, and right now I'm kit bashing a lot of different things.
But we actually abandoned the project because someone else is doing. Actually, two other companies are doing Lizardmen at or Saurian Ancients at the Saurians. Oh, that would be better.
You just want to do that for me.
We are actually going to do them before we did the vampires, but what's the name of the company? They showed some arts. And then they did nothing for a long time. And right now they started. I've seen a sculptor too. And who else? And someone else is doing a different Polish company. Oh, again, I'm bad with names.
Is it Hidden Dreams? Are you thinking of them?
Yeah,
The guys who are doing the
we started doing some Sorry, an Ancient.
Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Something I've already wanted.
so it's kind of since somebody is doing it, there's no need for us to do one, because like the Ninth Age will have the models. So we're gonna move to a different project that no one is doing at the moment. Lord T, take off your headphones.
Oh God, you're going to talk about elves. Well, that's all the time we have for Square Table today. It's been great.
Get rid of the pointy hats. The pointy hat. I get nothing but bad comments, bad jokes about the highborn elves with all the pointy hats.
We're actually thinking of the tree huggers, wood elves, or sylvan, or whatever they are.
Sylvan elves, you uncultured swine.
I like tree huggers.
I actually translated the Sylvan elf book into Polish.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. I translated it into trashy English, and I got banned from the Army book team, so that's probably for the best.
Especially since we're doing elves, I mean, we want people to actually play the books.
Yeah, I don't. Elves are bad. Okay.
Lord Tremendous,
You disappoint me.
I'm not the one playing knife here, so I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying.
Oh, well, I am. Now we're gonna have a problem here.
We're gonna have to work on that. We're gonna have to actually just quick spoiler, completely off topic. I got the biggest butt whoopings of the tournament from elf players. So yeah. My racism towards elves are stronger.
I thought you did well in your tournament. I thought you won a medal.
I did great in one tournament. I did okay in the second one, and I totally sucked at another.
The average is decent.
Well, I peak, and then I quickly, just like my channel, I peak, and then I just go straight to the shitter. And it's okay, though, because I'm having fun.
That's what matters.
there.
And I can look myself in the mirror because I'm not playing elves.
Wow. There's going to be a light in the tunnel.
I thought I had a lot of hate in my heart.
That's my job.
We're going to do either the tree huggers or we're going to do beastmen.
You know what? If you do beastmen, I know I personally would be very interested because I don't think there are a lot of armies other than that evil company that puts anything out there really for them. And to see like a newer giant for them, a newer Gortak, a newer Cyclops or Jabberwock, I think would be fantastic. A newer style pretty much anything, I think would be fantastic with that.
Yeah, that's why we're considering
Line infantry, like the common kind of infantry beast units. There aren't really that many options. I mean, you can get the monsters you can find in quite a few different places depending on what price point you want to look at. But yeah, definitely the blocks you're gonna have to.
Yeah, that's the reason we're considering Beastman, but I think we're gonna the decision is gonna be made within a month, because we're also working on a few board games.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Now, do you have any other board games that are out there?
Hmm?
Do you have any other board games that are out there?
No.
Okay.
We have a few in the works because we kind of partner up with a different company that has a gaming history, and they recently started developing their own board game, and they needed someone to make miniatures. So it wasn't. We do miniatures. We like games, and so right now we're designing a game. I kind of like the simple game with where you get dragons that fight. And the other things I can't really say more because of like agreements and stuff. So once the art team,
the guys with the white van is outside.
Man, there is a serious job opportunity for enforcement of oaths and stuff like that. Apparently, you get the content team or the playtesters or the TMS agreement, and you just have to park outside their house and monitor what they say. And if they do anything wrong, you get to kill everybody. I mean, that sounds like a really easy job. Probably very little experience needed.
Yeah, but then you have to convoy the information out and live.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there are challenges to every job, but still, it's like.
Yeah, but that's right now. The art team is going to design a few dragons, and that gives us time to make or actually me time to make a decision. So, are we going with elves or beastmen?
Okay, cool.
I'll probably make a poll. Actually, I can't make a poll on the forum because it won't work for me. Someone says this guy will not make any more polls.
You could ask me. You could ask the hat. You could ask Filter. You could ask Gnomes. We can all make polls. I think only staff can make polls now because some people were abusing it. And so if you need one made, we can do that. No problem.
I could use a poll. Should we do Sylvan Elves or should we do Beast Herds?
Okay.
All right, I'll go make that right now.
There we go.
There you go.
Gnomes is attacking it. Perfect. Don't elf it up or anything.
Should we put this in the general discussion, and should all the options just be Sylvan Elves, Dread Elves, and High Elves, and then Elf Faggotry for the fourth one?
Actually, if we're going to do Elves, we're going to do Tree Huggers, then we're going to do the Pointy Hats, and then we're going to do the kind of normal Elves.
Can you add Chicken Head as an extra option?
I like that. You got the tree huggers that are going to smell. You've got the pointy-hatted ones, and then the normal-looking ones that just want to kill you. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just going to throw this out there. When you start modeling the elves, remember all of them have that weird genetic defect where their pinkies have to be up to show that they're fancy. So everything is pinkies up. And the wrists don't lock. They should be moving. They should be all the time moving.
Oh my god.
Limp wristed like this?
Should I put this in the general discussion? Just as a quick question.
Yeah, throw it in Jen. Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't sure if I should throw it there or in quick starters.
No, throw it in general. That way it'll get a broader attention thing. And once you put beast herds and elves on there, people get excited.
Or chickens.
Ooh, have an option where they combine the Sylvan Elves and the Beast Herds together as some kind of weird abomination army. People would love that. And it would work as two different armies.
Ooh, what about a starter set? What about a starter set of an Elven army and a Beast Herds army? Just for multiple players.
And you could use them together as some weird abomination army because
elves deserve to be mixed. But, you know... Lord Tremendous, you will not get rid of the elf faggotry. It will be there forever.
I have a question.
Versus Beast Herds, just as a army book or something like the company that will not be named, their whole starter sets.
The first starter set we're going to do is, it'll be one of two things. We had a plan with Shield Wolf to do combined Kickstarter. We're going to put in one army. They're going to do another.
Okay.
Or a starter set, sorry. And if not, then we're going to do Kingdom of the Equitane and Undying Dynasties starter set.
Okay. So
that's cool.
So I've got a quick question for you.
Again?
I've got a quick question for you. So one thing that a lot of us are here, because as I turn around, I mean, I'm flocking my bases since a lot of people gave me crap, such as James, such as Ben, and
crap.
I'll throw Gene from Wargaming the Balcony. He said, "Yeah, your models look like shit without having them based and flocked."
No, he said they look like they took a shit.
Well, no, I said that. I said it looked like my horses took a crap. My freaking Equitane on it. And by the way, I would buy your models if I did not have like 30,000 points of Equitane. But with that said, a lot of us are modelers. A lot of us can turn around and do quite a few things, but most people getting into this hobby and most people generally won't turn around and start breaking models and green stuffing and doing all this other funky stuff. So with your models, do they come as one pose? Do they come with one set of equipment? Do they come with extra bits? Why should the people watching this and listening to this want to turn around and go, besides having an awesome looking model, in my opinion, what else can they do with your models?
Whoa.
Actually, all of the above. Some models come with extra arms. I'm sorry. You can swap arms, heads, and so forth. Some of the models you can't because it's just one pose. So it will vary. Like the questing knights will be in one pose, and I think you can swap some of the arms off, but that's about it. But then again, these are models that you don't really have a lot of. And while the infantry, usually you can swap heads, arms, legs, and so forth. So you have a good mixture of different models. Also, as far as the bases are concerned, all of our bases are sculpted. It's like this. This is for the vampire counts infantry. They're fairly flat. Mm-hmm. So if you want to, put flock and do your army theme, you can just put it over there because they're not very kind of like thick. They're flat generally, but if you just want to paint it up, they're good to go. And another thing for the people that pledged on the Undying Dynasties, all of our bases will be the magnetized type. We just upgraded it all for everybody. Not everybody knows about this, and actually most people don't. But when they arrive, there will be the TMS magnetic tray system.
Which I have some of these, and they're awesome. They're really awesome. They don't come off. They don't fall off. Shake them around, transport. I mean, they come off the base. You pick them up off.
Just remove them fairly easily.
Yeah.
Actually, I have some of those right here. I'll just grab some because
there you go.
I custom ordered and designed some of these, like the Elven Battle set. Like, here are 4 of them.
Oh, wait, hang on. Hold it up for a second. Hold it up.
God damn it, tremendous.
There we go.
So,
sorry.
Anyway.
I'm trying to present it, yeah.
So for them, they can just go upside down. You can shake it around. And yeah, I actually designed these. So there you go. They did a Kickstarter a while back, custom order, everything. Very helpful. Listened to the descriptions quite well. I'm very happy with the product I got before. There's the shilling for the episode. Congratulations. I'm going to go put these back now. But yeah, I got like 7 different designs or something. It was insane.
Archer, are people still able to turn around and request specific designs, such as what Nick has?
Yeah,
actually, no.
Yeah.
For the simple reason is that right now, it's just a matter of time. We're overworked. We're behind deadlines, so we're not going to really start to, promising stuff. But with every army, we're designing a new base type.
Cool. Okay.
So like the Kinguin. Oh, I need a drink.
Just like drink. Wow. I thought it was 5 a.m. over there. 6 a.m. now. It's too early for a drink.
Yeah, but I was up since 3.
Dude, no excuse.
So the Kingdom of Aquitaine got a design.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the vampires will get one. We have a dwarven holds ready. We just have to make the forms. There's a little problem with the forms because we mix 2 silicons and one isn't really available. We have to import it and it takes time. But it arrived a few days ago. And actually, I can't show you. There's a picture floating around because I showed it a few months ago. But they came out really nice. And then we have a Saurian Ancients one that we have to finish.
But these are basic armies that are currently available on your website.
Yeah.
I don't know, because the website, due to the lack of time, I have not updated the website all that much, and it's not finished, and I'm just ashamed.
Well, to pull a distraction away from your shame, tremendous. I actually just noticed this detail looking at it now. This should make you happy. So these are the ones I like the most, and
Oh, there he is.
if you look right around there, you'll see that there's a little dead elf below the trampled gate. So that should make you happy out there. Tremendous.
Every time an elf dies, a demon prince gets his wings. So
Yeah,
every time they die, I'm a happy guy.
The
And
elven
this will be the red elf base for everyone, by the way. So that's a high elf. That's one of the very arrogant ones.
You know what? I'm racist against elves right up until how that they die. I don't care what flavor elf dies, as long as the mortal coil is shuffled off. That's the important part.
Tremendous. Your racism knows no bounds.
No, when it comes to elves, I am ultra racist, and you know what? They deserve it. They're a scourge on the planet and of the worlds, and they have to go. And in fact, in most lores, they're on their way out. What does that tell you? Not even the gods want them around. Just throwing it out there.
Elf lives matter.
Elf lives don't matter. They don't. They never did.
In the ninth age, the elves are still alive. In fact, dread elves are new versions of them, and they're growing. So, what does that tell you?
That tells me I don't have enough of the lore available to me to confirm or deny that. And we'll have to get the background team on a show so we can berate them and hopefully change their mind about that.
No, I had images of Monty Python going through my head when you were saying that. I'm like, okay, so which one's the Protestants, which one are the Catholics, and going through the song "Every Sperm is Sacred" going through my head. Oh, I'm so sorry. You are now all being donated for science.
Nobody ever expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody.
You know, now that you said that, I can only think of the song "Poke Me in the Ass" because I love Jesus. Just straight up. Poke my head down. God damn it.
I'm okay.
Everything about
Please be not
right.
by the way.
I do have a copy of those bases from TMS, though. I've got a bunch of them, actually, and I plan on using them for my Warriors of the Dark Gods army when it comes in, just because I love the idea of having them trampling all over an elven village when I finally get them, because all elves should be stomped.
Well, that's why you play ogres. When actually, Arthur, when you do turn around, and is it pronounced Arthur or Arthur?
Either way is fine, because
how do you want me to call you?
It's spelled Arthur in Polish, but the equivalent in English is Arthur.
I will call you whatever you want, okay?
And since I spent like 8 years of my childhood in Canada, I'm fine with either way.
It's all about what's that?
Though.
Okay, so when you update your website so that everyone knows about these bases, because even I've seen these bases go, I will buy that. I own the model, so like the Equitane stuff, I own more Equitane crap than anyone else who I currently know. But I will turn around and buy those bases, and I own more dwarves than anyone else who I know, unfortunately. So again, when you get those bases up, I will buy those bases, because that's the one thing I'm having issues with now, is going to turn around. It's like so many models are out there, and as Lord T will say, round bases are for
pussies.
Thank you. And that's what they come with. So it's like, I want to buy bases. It's like, I want to turn around and utilize someone such as yourself for that. So once you get your website up and going, make sure that gets posted up on the forums, so that people know to turn around and go buy.
Yeah, the problem is I have a to-do list, and every time I cross one out, I have to write 2 more down.
But you know what? That's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. It's just terrifying sometimes. Yeah, but I'll try to do it as fast as possible.
Don't kill yourself.
Oh, but it's kind of
no more reenactments for a while.
I'm actually
put
done
the
with
cannon down.
I'm actually done with the reenactments. I just don't have the time. And when I started the TMS, it's like I get up in the morning before the alarm clock and I start work. And I usually then after a few hours I go to the I have a walk to the workshop, and then at night I come back and do some stuff in front of computers and just go to sleep. And then again I wake up excited in the morning. So this is kind of like really cool. Sometimes when bad things happen, sometimes it just weighs you down. But generally it's really awesome to do stuff like this.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it must be hard to keep going, but I mean it's
long video.
If you can keep being excited about it, I mean that helps a lot, I suppose, doesn't it? Really.
Yeah, I'm really like the thing that just I'm overjoyed is people are very understanding for being like 4 months late on their orders. It's something that's really killing me. But yeah, but not having to read anger emails is really keeps the spirits up.
And unfortunately, I think we've all read those lovely emails of internet trolls and people who don't understand business. I mean, and that's what it is. It's like, I paid for it. Why isn't it here yet?
Actually, I don't think I really received an angry email, like anger email. In my place, I would write plenty already, but I got a few people that were like a little irritated, and you can see it in the language. But generally, there was no angry emails, which I'm like very happy for.
Good.
I just might have given people ideas.
Yes, with white bearings and shotguns and sharp, pointy objects called swords.
I prefer pitchforks.
How about knives? Just
Knives are really risky because you have to get it in close.
Well, yes. Especially with some of the people in here, just big guys. Like, look at Chihammer. He'll break your neck before you stab him. Even if you stab him, he'll still break your neck.
Chihammer's a pacifist. No, you touch his face. When you touch his face, he likes that. No words.
I like so no.
Isn't that the one who's? Never mind. I'll keep my mouth shut.
I've got pictures of people touching him, and yeah, all sorts of pictures. Oh yeah, people touch him.
I am a pacifist. One time this chick was here and there was a spider in my house and she goes, "Oh shit, a spider, kill it!" And I grabbed it, I put it in a little cup, I was like, "Come on, little buddy, I'm gonna take you outside." She goes, "What the fuck are you talking, little buddy?" She's like, "Kill it!" And I was like, "I like spiders, you don't understand." I was like, "They do really good for me in this game I play."
And she's like, "Oh, take me now."
No, she was really like, "What the fuck, you didn't kill a spider?" I was like, "Why you gotta kill it for? What did it do to you?"
See?
You know those pennies you find under your couch? That's spiders paying rent.
Oh, then I got a lot of spiders because I'm finding quarters and stuff. It's bad.
Well,
Wish my spiders paid rent.
fellas, I've got a call tonight. Lord T, you know why I'm calling it a night. I'm just physically, I'm done. So I wish you all the best, Arthur. I truly wish you the best. I truly love what you've been putting out. I won't lie, I was disappointed with you for the delays. But hearing the delays, knowing about the delays, and how upfront and forthcoming you are as to all the trials and trepidations that you've been having with all this, it's completely understandable. And the fact that you're trying to make amends, you're trying to fulfill your duty, and it definitely comes across to me and as a consumer. And all I can say is thank you.
It's a pleasure. I'm just hoping, sad I had to disappoint.
Understood. Well, and until then, good night.
Night, man. Thanks for being on.
Happy
Peace.
I gotta get going too. I gotta wake up in 4.5 hours.
Hell no. Go to sleep.
I will allow you to leave. No, take it easy, man. Thanks for being on.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for the questions.
I didn't ask any questions. I just provided a pretty face to look at, I guess.
And
There you go, Ben.
he wasn't wearing pants, so
I wasn't.
See?
Ben,
Yeah.
do you see his checker gloves?
Yes.
That's what I was doing during this.
I was just building Dark Riders.
I don't know how you guys model and do this at the same time, I would get distracted as all hell.
See, I've been getting distracted from this thread that I'm creating many times because I'm modeling and talking to you people. I mean, it happens.
Going to, but it's just easier to listen, really.
Well,
I honestly paint and like do things at a faster pace when I'm on these videos.
I have
don't understand it.
And I'm in my basement right now. So this is all the focus I need. Is to be in my basement.
I don't know what it is. I got a real squirrel thing going on. I need to be focused on one thing because if something else shows up that catches my attention, I'll forget where the hell I am. So I'm not allowed to play in the street anymore.
Did you get your chicken nuggets?
No, I thought about it. I really did. The McDonald's is only like 10 minutes away, but my fat ass doesn't need that. You saw how much I ate while we were out at Adepticon. I'm still working that off.
All right, for real though, I gotta go. I'll see you guys later.
All right, man. Take it easy. Thanks again. All right. Well, Arthur, we got a couple of questions from people that are watching and posting on the actual live chat. One guy asked, and you know what? I'll get his name in a second. He wanted to know when, if, and how. It was Ottawa 9th Age. He says, "Hey, Canadian, when are TMS Ogre Cons coming out?" And a little winky face.
I don't know.
That's honest.
Actually, there is a Polish company doing awesome ogre cons for a lot of years now, and we haven't really thought about it. It's Titan Forge. Titan Forge? I think so. So, probably in a few years.
Oh, there you go. There's your answer, Ottawa. And then there's another question from Gnome Runner, which honestly is rare for him to have a good question because I know him in real life, and he just doesn't really ask good questions ever. Yeah, I'm saying it. I don't care. But he asked, actually, like I said, a really good question. What about race-specific terrain? Is there any plans to do anything like that in the future, or is this the first you've ever even thought about it?
Actually, with terrain, my ex-business partner has a company that makes terrain, and we got off on very good terms, despite that we decided not to continue working together. And he's finishing the first UD table with terrain and everything. So that's going to be out first, and you can get it from TMS also. And he's going to work on additional things with us, on additional tables, additional terrain. So because he does it better than we do, he will do it. He's like 10 years ahead of us. So there's no point for us, just butchering the craft and trying to get up to his standard.
I'll tell you what you could do. Instead of making entire terrain pieces, because obviously that's difficult, expensive, whatever, you could just make, other companies do this as well, small, upgrade packs of,
Yeah, scenic terrains. We actually have a few in the store for the Dynasties. We have, columns, sarcophags, dragon skulls, and other little bits. Yeah, but then again, because we're so far behind on the other stuff, we just focus on getting that done, and we do want to do a lot of these kind of extra fluffy bits, fillers and stuff, because it makes the army look better, and that's the point of the entire army, to have a better army than your opponent. And if you can't, you just have to crush him.
Put a river across the table so he can't get to you, stuff like that. I totally understand.
Anything works, yeah.
And the Dark Elves, they all have Yima, so they're Strider, and they ignore your river.
Yeah.
I don't think Strider ignores the river.
It does.
You know what ignores the river?
Penalties.
You know what ignores the river is Goblin Fanatics.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your Mad Gits. Go back to painting. It's too soon.
Faggots are hilarious. I don't know what you're talking about, Lord T.
Rock got beat to death by the cow.
Oh, actually, Lord T,
Rock deserved it.
He probably did.
God damn, though.
What do you got there, Arthur? What do you got
A
there?
cow
Let me
slinging
lock it. Work. Oh man, that's a much bigger cow.
Yep.
Look
So
at
now
this
you can
thing.
have revenge.
Take that back to the front. It's got boob udders.
Yeah,
That's
it's a cow.
awesome. Well, that's
not a
well. It's
bull
also
cow.
got horns like a bull. See, we can't assume gender anymore.
Did you just assume my gender?
And it's got a guy in a headlock. Now you could replace that head with an elf, and it would be perfect. That's outstanding.
Yeah, this is our sculptor did in his free time when he was sitting at home and not doing models for the 9th age.
I approve. I like
And
that.
why is that model not for the 9th age there itself?
Yeah, it's in the store. You can get it.
Minotaur Lord. Yeah.
Minotaur S. Minotaur. Don't assume gender. Don't assume gender.
It's
Hornets.
Lutska the cow.
Duchess, Dutch, Duke, a Dookie.
You know, I'm not really all that about political correctness, so I don't really give a crap.
Yeah, me either. I like to mock it, you know. So
If you get angry or something, it's your problem, not mine. You know, you're the one that's angry.
actually,
Just like how LT gets angry at me for freaking killing his rock.
I get mad at you for putting rivers on the table, jerkhole.
I'm not the one. I'm not the one who paid $50 to get a game against me.
It was worth it. It was worth it. It's just,
You know, tremendous.
I didn't know you were gonna stack the odds in your favor with the river. You know, whatever.
You know,
And a
tremendous.
cow.
I'm just gonna make a battlefield that only has wire terrain, and then tell you to fight me. Come at me.
And I would too, and I would fail all the DTs. It would be glorious. You would see so many 1s and 2s. It would be painful.
I actually played a tournament where you had like tables, and I had an all-cav Dark Elf army because it was the other game, and I faced the entire table was a wood, and I faced wood elves.
Oh no!
I lost a third of the army to dangerous terrain.
It never matters. If I ever have to take dangerous terrain checks, I'm almost guaranteed to fail enough to lose a model. It's almost poetic in its painfulness.
And just
You
remember,
lose,
you
an
only,
entire unit with one, dangerous terrain thing. I did.
I lost in the old game. I lost an entire unit of fast cav to that to going through a forest. It was awesome.
Yeah, I did too. It's like I flee. Oh, the unit's gone.
All right, I will be right back, guys. I got to run to McDonald's. No, I'm kidding. I got to run and handle something real quick. I'll be right back. So my camera and my mic's going to go off for just a second, but I'll be right back.
well, great. The host of the show is gone, everyone. Anarchy reigns.
Green
What?
Dragon left a minute ago. It's not a big deal. But no, I really got to handle this, so the house is going to burn down. So yeah.
Why is the house on fire? Tremendous. You have made mistakes in your life.
Right, I'll take the opportunity to plug something. It's not me actually. It's on the staff content team internal part that I tagged Lord Tremendous into. I shouldn't have to because he should read it, but
Oh, yeah.
Basically there's the rule team blog that 2 people write now for the 9th Age, which is sort of updates on behind the scenes, what's going on with I guess playtesters as well maybe, but sort of updates on the rules and where things are going and just a bit behind the scenes look at what's going on. And they've found that they only get about 300 to 400 views per one they make, and they spend quite a lot of time writing it, and a lot of decision making goes into making it interesting and worthwhile reading. So basically, I was going to plug it to get people to read it because people complain that they don't know what's going on and they can't see behind the scenes, but they don't have enough time to spend on the forum, which is fair because not everyone lives on it like everybody, like some people. But this is a really good way to keep a really close eye on what's actually going on in the project. So it's there is no spoon on the forum, and I think it's Cathal on the forum. Write that. So they are advisory board or no, rules team assistant or something like that. I should know, but I don't. But anyway, just check that out. It's called the rules team blog. I think Lord T will know when he gets back. But it's worthwhile checking out because it just it's a really good way to keep on track of what's actually going on with a bit of an inside look at what's happening. And I think it gets tweeted. I think we're going to get people to tweet it more often so people read it more. But people complain they don't know what's going on, but then they don't read it when we actually do make stuff. So there's a bit of that.
In other words, everyone, we're tired of dealing with your shit, and you should actually do the things that you're asking about. See, you're asking for these things, we're giving them to you. Go look at them. We want them to be seen.
Yeah, I mean,
Completely butchered all that.
the thing that obviously is complicated for the Ninth Age, like anything you make online, is that at any given like club or gaming group in your basement or whatever, only one guy is on the forum and like reads it. So if you have 10 people who play, you have one dude who knows what's going on, and the rest sort of only know through him. And I mean that's just always the way it's been, and it's always the way it's going to be. So
That's me forever.
Yeah, there's also a different thing. The website is so big. I mean, most people, I don't think they've seen 10% of it.
no.
They're not even aware that like certain portions exist. Like this first time I heard about the roasting blog, and I had to write it down just not to forget.
Yeah, I mean, there's a news article like every day, and like because people who are like on the executive board or who are higher management than me, they look at the website, and because they're on it every day, they think everyone knows how it works exactly like they do, but they don't. So they think everyone looks at the news first, but they don't. Like no one does that, right? But if they did, then they'd know what's going on. But obviously, you can only repeat things so many times. But that is part of the problem, is that people complain.
Actually, you have to repeat it all the time.
Yeah. Just talking about the rules team blog, Lord Tremendous.
Cool. Yep. Sorry, house did not burn down, so everything's good. Everything's good. Sorry about that, but yeah.
Yes, I thought.
So Cthulhu was agreeable today, huh? He just didn't burn your house down.
Well, you see the elf that I had over the fireplace charring, he fell off the spit and it came onto the carpet area there, and the carpet's highly flammable because it's made of oh gosh, what is it? Elf skin.
Hair?
And yeah, if it's not cured correctly like mine is, it was cheap. It was younger and it was much money, so.
I'm sensing that you didn't have a license for all these elves you've hunted.
Well, back in the day, you didn't need them because they weren't even considered alive, kind of like strippers. So it all worked out.
So what I just got from this, besides the fact that you kill strippers, is that
one time. Like, okay, more than one.
Is that you have an elf on the shelf and you admitted it to the world.
Well, that's a magical creature that only shows up around the holidays, and ours went away back to Santa's workshop, like all other good elves. Maybe you should get yours unchained from the wall there, Chihammer.
The elf on the shelf is he works for someone. Their name starts with an S. It's just not Santa.
The elf on the shelf is only an American thing, right? Because like we don't have that over here at all.
That horror did not spread to anywhere else.
It's the thing. To be honest, it is just a bit creepy. Like I get this voyeurism thing from it.
Well, I always leave it in the bedroom, not because it's going to see anything, but just so that it knows that its life's not that bad. It's like, oh, that's really true. Okay. Oh, I'm in trouble. No kidding.
This is where Tremendous loses his content team membership. They just this is the episode right here. I got everything went to shit.
They've been on a team long enough; they should know by now. And if not, where the hell have they been?
I mean, luckily, no one watches this, so it's fine.
There's like a dozen people that watch it. They just watch it more.
It says 7. It says 7 people, and it's probably I'm one of them.
The 7 people watching are us. No, it gets views throughout the week. It's a earlier one, depending where you're at.
Yeah.
Did you guys meet Tommy Tucker when he came over to the States? Because he went to a tournament.
He came to my tournament.
That's the one, yeah. So
Yes.
he's on my team in England. So he goes to my club and everything. So we go to tournaments together most of the time. So I'm the guy he loses to most weeks. So.
Well, there
He's
you
going
go.
to watch this tomorrow, so
He came and he met my dog. Fuck. There you go, Tremendous.
Bit of a dog.
Good mention.
I knew we'd get there.
I had to.
Where is
Fuck.
she? Where is she?
She's sleeping. She's like,
You got any more chicken? That'll motivate her.
No, I ate all the chicken.
Ah, bastard.
Like I still need a name for this fat bastard because my brother doesn't want me to call him Porkins.
What was the name
Lord
of the? What was the name of the thing in Star Wars that Luke killed when he was in Jabba's palace?
Rancor?
Yeah, but didn't it have a name? Wasn't it a pet?
No, there was.
I don't know if I should be disappointed or impressed that you know that off by heart.
A little of
Rancor?
both. A little of both.
Yeah.
All right, Google,
There it is.
my friend.
Dude, you took forever. Come here. Come here. Come here. We gotta say hi to Tommy. He's gonna watch us eventually. Come on. You fat fuck.
Lazy damn Doge. But he is a good boy, like all Doges.
She's like, I'm cool here.
Good girl.
It's good talk. Here, you know what? We'll fix it. So there. Damn it.
What?
Perfect.
Oh, dog.
Now it's fixed on you.
There we go.
Look at the good doggy.
Look at the pupper.
Who, me?
So you woke me up for this? Okay.
I'm okay with
She's like,
it.
I'm just gonna sleep here.
Yes, I'm going back to sleep. I don't care. Well, all right, guys. It's 10 till midnight. It is well past my bedtime, and I think that we did a lot of good here today. We did some elf bashing. We
Defending and apologizing. I mean,
well, yeah, that's
You
kind of an
almost
elf
made me
thing.
cry.
Yes.
we
got
got basically Canadians that stab things a lot more. They apologize for everything.
I apologize for nothing.
Yes, we're American, obviously. That's what the ogres are. There we go.
Perfect. Yes, we're unapologetic fat bastards.
Yes.
But yep, I had a lot of good time, and we got some excellent information out of Arthur of TMS, and got a lot of cool stuff to look forward to. I mean, those vampire models were amazing. The Kingdom Equitane models he got coming out already are amazing. The Undying Dynasty ones are great. Sounds like you got over a lot of really difficult hurdles that most people would have been crushed by, and you persevered, and that's awesome. That's awesome. Not only have you persevered, but you're getting ready to start a Kickstarter for another army with future ones in the works, like the Beast Herds, because the other one was a terrible idea. Nobody wants hippie elves. Nobody.
You know, I want some elves. I want some of those Way Watchers. You know, I don't have any. Trying to make these.
Remember, they got to be modeled with the pinkies.
I am now banned forever from Tremendous's podcasts.
Never banned. No. No, you're good. You're good. I just don't approve of your lifestyle choices. That's all.
Well, fair enough. I mean, I do worship Cthulhu, so that is
that I approve of. But Cthulhu doesn't have elf ears. I'm just throwing it out there.
I mean, Cthulhu has whatever the Cthulhu damn well pleases. Let's be honest here.
Not true. I've never seen an elf with the dangly bits. So yeah.
Oh, really?
Not yet. So if you guys have any final thoughts before we sign off, let's wrap this baby up.
All right. So, good podcast, everyone. I have no YouTube channel to shill, so I'll just leave that to everyone else. Happy wargaming, everyone. Hope you have a great night.
All right, thanks.
Nice meeting you.
Bye. I'm gonna stay here until all the exits are done, so I'm just gonna.
Oh, that's cool.
I'll just-
I'll link to this when it goes up because I'm adding it to the poll so that people can go watch it. That's what I'm gonna show.
Okay, I'll throw it on the poll.
I'll just say quickly, I am on Twitter. It's at eternal_flitter, not filter, but you know. I'm on the forum under the same name, so you can find me there. I'm running a tournament in a couple of weeks with a few friends in the UK. We've got 40 sign-ups, I think. So that's pretty cool. I am going to be at the ETC. I'm going to be coaching the Team New Zealand. So if anyone's going to that, please say hi. I'm probably going to do a lot of vlogging because I won't be obviously playing, so that'll be quite good. I'm probably going to be quite drunk most of the time, but that's also fun. Never been to Spain, should be fun. So if anyone's going there, please say hi. Never be afraid to come and say hi. I have got a YouTube channel. I've got one video on it with me and a slightly drunk friend to do some list predictions. So we might.
He cut out there.
Yeah, he's gone.
Uh-oh. Is he coming
He was
back?
ready to leave. He was like, all right, I'm going to try to speed this up really fast. All right, guys, bye. Gone.
Yeah, he's froze
You're
solid.
wasting enough time with these guys.
Well, hopefully he
I
comes
didn't
back.
feel like finishing that statement. Fuck you
Wow.
guys.
Thanks. I'll never come back. Thanks for wasting 2 hours of my life. And oh wow, yeah, he's gone. He lost his internet. What did you do? Okay, he's back. He's back. Oh,
Not
that
sure what
was
happened there.
awesome. Just so you know, all of us were just blown away.
Amazing. I'll just finish pretty quickly. Yeah, I was just going to say I might very quickly do some a quick video on who I think is going to win round one, but maybe not. We'll see. I've also got exams coming up, so maybe not. So that's it, really. Yeah. So that's
I'll
the
see
thing.
you at ETC, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I hope I'll be at the ETC too.
I'll see you at ETC.
I wanted to be at ETC, but I'm not independently wealthy.
Very quickly, like the thing I find with is that this community is really weird. It's like obviously gamers in general are typically not like the most confident people necessarily, and then you have like people who go to tournaments, which are like in the UK at least some of like the craziest madmen ever, and it's just like it's such a strange spectrum because you get the people who play quietly at home who are quite a little bit timid maybe. You get people who go to events who are like the other end of the spectrum. You've got to be able to talk to people and at least actually communicate to play a tournament game. But yeah, like if you see me at events, I'm usually wearing something you can tell who I am. So just please say hi because it's always nice to meet people. So yeah.
I'll remember you, Jack.
Oh, cheers, man. Means a lot.
Just look for the guy that's not wearing pants, and then that's Jack. Walk up, shake his hand.
Solid. I mean,
I don't
I'm
know
a fan
what
of
you
the
guys have against pants. I like pants. Pants are nice.
I'm bringing bottomless
I'm-
back.
Oh, it's freaking.
Dang, man, nobody's gonna have pants.
I'm a big fan of the Hawaiian shorts, so I'm probably gonna be wearing them all week. So
There you go. That doesn't count as pants.
no, it really doesn't.
That's just glorified boxers, but I approve. James, you got any final thoughts? You want to take more clothes off? Anything like that?
No, I'm cool, man.
Good for entertainment.
I just didn't want to get.
My computer.
I just didn't want to get paint on my Harley shirt, man. So I was like, whatever. You guys all seen me in my fucking wife beaters before. If you're on my Instagram, all my pictures are wife beaters. It even says it in the title when you go on the Instagram. It's like, James. I'm wearing a wife beater in every shirt or in every picture.
And if that isn't incentive to go and just check out his Instagram, I don't know what is.
There you go. There you go. Go
It's,
check out his Instagram.
Warboss 2. Uh-oh.
What the? Oh, business is calling.
I thought it was about being censored. No, it's Warboss James, actually. Warboss James. That's my Instagram handle or whatever.
Outstanding.
And if you want to go watch his YouTube channel and series, Warboss Tooth, everyone.
No, it's Chihammer, man.
It's Chihammer
Oh,
on
Chihammer.
YouTube. Yep.
Go watch Warboss Tooth, however. Much better content.
I'm going to put everyone's links and everything like that in the description below sometime tomorrow when I wake up, probably at work.
Yeah, that's cool.
So don't worry. If you want to follow anybody on here or hate follow them, whatever you want to do, that's fine. I'll put everything I can down in the description. Click on the link. Life will be good. And you'll get to see all the content and stuff they produce, especially for TMS. Speaking of which, Arthur, if you'd like the final thought.
Actually, this was really fun. If you guys should have me again, that would be awesome. I'd like to thank everybody for their patience. And actually, see you.
Well, all right. That's outstanding. And hey, man, we'll probably definitely have you back. And especially, you know what? Maybe when your VC Kickstarter kicks off, we can do another episode like this where we sit around and talk about the undead and how much they like to drink elf blood.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Lord T, you need to get a Vampire Counts army and never paint it, just like me.
I don't paint my stuff. I pay people to do it, and my wife does it. I have no artistic ability at all.
The only thing I paint are the big centerpiece models. All those zombies and skeletons and other scrubs, don't care about them. They're gone forever.
Man, airbrush is your friend, man. Airbrush.
I
Oh,
don't have an
gosh.
airbrush.
Dipping. You just paint in one color and you dip it in dip and you just shake it off and finish.
I
You
might
guys
have to
are all
look into
killing my
that.
ears, man. You're all killing my ears here.
Hey, everything else I will paint. Just not
I'm
those
like,
skeletons.
as I'm painting checkered gauntlets, you guys are talking about dipping and stuff.
I'm gonna paint something to the best of my ability, and I'm gonna send it to you, James. And when you're done burning it, you're gonna understand why I don't paint things anymore, or why I need all the dips and cheats.
I will also understand why you don't burn things anymore either.
I don't burn things anymore because I'm afraid of my wife. But
As long as
and,
it's not tuna can, it's fine.
oh yeah, high elves on tuna cans. I'd burn those though.
I think that's like there was that massive WYSIWYG discussion on the forum the other day, and like someone brought up the tuna cans, and like people say that any like political argument, when you mention the Nazis, like that's the end of the discussion. I feel like tuna cans is like the Nazis of WYSIWYG discussions. You mentioned that, like, that's the end of the discussion. You can't. That's it.
I just love that it's going to be something that only the veterans of Ninth Age will understand. So
Yeah.
10 years from now, they're like, "What are you talking about? Tuna cans? Shut up! Go back to your room."
It wasn't just tuna cans. It was like toy bought birds.
Yeah.
They were like you bought like a quart of birds, and it was like an owl on one, a seagull on the other. It wasn't just the tuna cans.
Nah, it was funny. But the dude did get his whole army stolen like 2 days before the EDC, so that's fair enough in a way.
It was like a month before.
I heard it was months before, but
Yeah.
either way,
This
that
was like the
sucks.
event. Like, he had parked his car, had everything in the car because he was at ETC, and stuff was stolen from the back seat, which is why he had no choice. That's what I heard.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit shit, but it's still a low point for the hobby in general, isn't it? Let's be honest. So.
Scumbags are out there, and unfortunately, they like shiny stuff too.
Yeah, but it gives us something to talk about.
Yeah.
You're on the bright side here, guys.
It's like people getting their armies stolen, their arms blown off. It's just stuff to talk about.
On the
really.
downside, I mean, it's like $2,000 of minis. On the bright side, we can talk about it for years.
It didn't happen to me.
No, I heard that one time a long time ago there was a games day here in the United States where everybody brought their armies and they left it in the car, and like somebody just went and broke into a shit ton of cars and just stole armies everywhere. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but I've heard that before.
Yeah, I had a friend whose entire army was stolen during an event. It was not very fun.
I had a model stolen at an event once, and it still kind of tweaks me a little bit when I think about it. I couldn't imagine how I'd react if a model got, or if my whole army just disappeared. There'd be swapped. I'd call in bomb threats, like to every country. It'd just be bad.
No, I don't play in tournaments, and hearing all these thefts going on, I don't want to anymore. Just
no, they're a
I
blast.
like my miniatures.
They're a blast to get your army stolen.
James is
actually,
ballsy with his. He just left his out.
I did leave mine out. Fuck you
Armies,
guys.
and if one goes missing, it's like
In UK tournaments, it's very common. Like at GT, like 60-man event, like everyone just leaves their armies on the table and walks out.
I did.
It's absolutely normal. Yeah.
He was the only one too, but nobody messed with his army.
Yeah. In all fairness, there was another tournament in Chicago that my Fanatic went missing for 2 days, and it drove me the fuck nuts. I was like, where the fuck's my Fanatic? And they're all like, no, man, you're probably not looking in the right spot. It's probably somewhere right where you can see it. I'm like, no, man, I'm missing one Fanatic. And it drove me so fucking nuts the whole day. I had like 5 Fanatics painted anyways, extra, But that one was pissing me off. And then at the end of the last tournament, last round, it shows up on my display board. I'm like, who the fuck was fucking with me?
well, actually, as a TO of multiple tournaments, I can tell you, people leave models everywhere. I actually have a Fanatic that someone left at a tournament and never picked up.
That was my Fanatic.
Oh my God, James, we found your Fanatic. You got to go to Poland.
There was a dry erase board in the room because it was like a hotel room, and it was just a dry erase board for like whatever, like meetings and shit. And I wrote it in there big. Who has my fanatic?
That would be great if somebody wrote back, I do, and if you ever want to see it again. And on that note, I'm going to call it because I'm exhausted. But
All
thank
right.
you guys for coming. I really do appreciate it. This was a lot of fun.
All right.
Thanks.
Good night,
Till next
everyone.
time.